Well, we've got some walls on, and a little bit of the ceiling panels up there. Got route this little angle on there for that wall. Got the capsule, capsulation going on in there. Going with the arched ceiling. Probably work out something with some plywood. Make it about an inch shorter. And make some air vent up in there so that now that this is a envelope, we should have a little outgoing air so that incoming air can come in when necessary. That's going to be pretty cool. I had to think about that twice, but I think it's going to work out nicely. And my bag of styrofoam garbage. Worked on some electrical in the back, some 110. I'm trying to find a input socket they don't make, or plug. They don't make those anymore because I think they're dangerous or illegal or something. Anyway, I'm gonna route that piece, and then I gotta clean all this stuff out. And it happens to be raining today. All right, here I got some utility grade 1x3. And I'm going to send it through the Makita Mini. Really enjoy this thing for these kinds of projects. It's lightweight, and I'll show you the kit in a minute. Anyway, we're just taking the square off of the corners. These are going to be rails along the top, separating the ceiling from the walls. So I've found that the shape really comes through even without the batting or whatever underneath the vinyl. But all right, that's short clip of that. Here's where we are with this thing. I got I tightened up some stuff over here. I got these little holes for a 2-inch ABS pipe that goes straight through all the 2 inches of insulation everywhere back into the tool chamber. And yeah, I tightened up that corner a little bit, pushed it back about, ½ inch so that I have enough room to put a facade on the front of this when it's done. I'm trying to figure out some way to get some little lights, maybe, in a circular pattern around that. Might just be kind of, I don't know. I got some Cat 5 I can probably do that with. I'm going to wire the plug. That's probably going to be for a coffee maker, don't you know? And I'll move the Lincoln arc welder and put a refrigerator right there. So it's not full time. I looked at a generator. It was $300. I was going to see what Horse Freight had. Just some little gas dinger for 1500 amps or something, or watts, 1500 watts. Enough to do a coffee maker or a small space heater if I go up in the snow country. There's the sink. It's a nice little 11-inch roundy. So yeah, I'm gonna do a round corner cabinet right there. Leave 5 inches of wall space where that outlet is. And I don't know what I'll do about above, but I do have to get some lighting. It's either gonna come from in this strip right here. I think it's probably the best bet. And then I might do the same with the ceiling here. If I can find some nice 12-volt rope lighting, I can dope this place up. Put some panels on the door. That'll be relatively straightforward. And yeah, so today's wiring day. Dusting off the interior of the dashboard, I guess. Anyway, that's a little catch up. I might have to get a handle for the brake release. I drove around with that on for about 5 minutes yesterday, and I never set it, so why I did this time I do not know. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Okay, these are a few of my favorite things. The 30th anniversary Makita drill driver and flashlight combo. I had the 25th anniversary. It was one of my first tools to get stolen. So this was a joy to acquire. It is in pristine condition after 18, 19 years, I guess. and still using some old shitty batteries, so one of these days I'll upgrade. And then another one of my favorite things, the old Samsonite Omega briefcases are awesome. But this is the $100, well, there's $200 worth of shit in this box, I guess. I think it was a Skill router set that was on sale. Half price, so, you know, what a bargain. 50 bucks. A bunch of dinger, you know, they're not Freud's, but I can use them. They're mostly good. I try to keep them clean, and like most of my tools, you know, give them a wipe down after I'm done. Anyway, I'm gonna turn a couple of these sticks into a couple of those sticks with the rounded profile there. Take the corners off. There will be bridge pieces up here between the ceiling and the wall, and then a little rail for the wall going flat in the back there. And flat there, I may cut a small recessed box for storing a laptop, maybe a cup of coffee. I'm not quite sure. I like the leanability of the wall with no holes in it, so who knows. And then I think I made a final call on this little radius, and I'm going to do it. I'm either going to have it slide in and out underneath that piece of plywood with some metal brackets holding as support, and you know, I'll lose 3/4 of an inch, so I don't know, I might not be able to squeeze a microwave underneath there, but we'll see. And I was looking. All right, by golly, it looks like I did my math almost. Wait a second, I did my math so correctly that I don't even have to fit it in there twice. It's a little dark back there, but that's right. I had planned on having that little gap in there just for adjustment's sake. I did have to trim off the bottom of this. This is just an undercoat, though, we must remember. Yeah, I'd like to get one big sheet of vinyl on there. That's just such a waste of material. Anyway, that's why people don't use circles so much. You throw away a third, or you throw away 2/3 of your material. So, you know, maybe if I use it to the best of my thing. Anyway, next up, this cabinet, and I do have that leftover piece that came off the old one. I may just put a little bracket on that wall, or a whole, oh, what do they call those things? Ledger board, something like that. This guy should fit in here, one way or the other. Yeah, anyway, I'll use that. Waste not, want not. What can I do with that little guy? Oh, that's horrible looking. Okay, well, depending on how I'm filming, thinking about going with the round motif here. You know, just to keep, you know, this thing turned out okay. God, I can't see a damn thing. It's the bad lighting time of day here. But anyway, got the old Sanyo refrigerator with real wood grain. And so I'm thinking I'm probably going to cut this at a radius. It was a little narrower than I thought, the refrigerator, anyway. I assumed it was a 2020-20 type deal, but it's kind of 2019-18 thing going on there. We got the sink, you know, getting really close in here. I gotta get new skin for around this thing, and then I can just take the router, and this is pretty darn round at this point, round if I'm gonna get it. And same with this. This turned out really nice. I think it might have showed up on the film, but yeah, the router and this not straight edge here. It's a curve edge. I'm not there. I think it's a 4-foot radius, approximately. I try not to be too exacting with my details. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut this, or at least draw it, and then see how this sink works out here. Probably lift it up that 4 inches so that I can put some holes in there to hold glasses and cups so they don't go scooting all over the place. Microwave and a coffee machine. I'm thinking a microwave might fit down there. It depends. I've got that little weird one. So we'll see. And then I have this really weird space right here. But like I said, probably gonna use some storage underneath, and then figure out maybe where to put these dope speakers. And I think I have enough wires hooked up for power and this and power and that and stereophonic sound. All right. Anyway, it's exciting. I'm gonna get this welder out of here. It's been in here for a little while. I gotta strike a fucking arc and weld some pipe, make a rack and a ladder. You know, maybe some kind of thing on the back to hold a jerry can to be super cool. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So, yeah. I mean, most of the stuff came out as envisioned. I am going to maybe work on that ceiling and tuck it up underneath the plastic trim up there, as I've figured out how this stuff comes apart and goes back together already. So blah blah blah. I gotta quit talking. And here's what $110 worth of vinyl and fur looks like.